It's been apparent, Brian Cashman has not done his job well enough this season if you're a Yankees fan, but also you gotta put into perspective, the Yankees have also not been playing like how they're supposed to, but that's for a whole different topic. Today I want to talk about why Brian Cashman has been such a failure this season, and honestly why Brian Cashman just needs to find a different job or something like that. Today's video is gonna be a bit personal for me because I am a Yankees fan and I follow the team, and honestly I think many Yankees fans will agree with me that Brian Cashman has been on a very cold streak, and kind of this MLB trade deadline in 2023 has kind of been the tipping point for a lot of Yankees fans. Brian Cashman has gone on record saying they need an everyday contributor in catcher and left fielder, and what does Brian Cashman do this season? Instead of trading for any of those type of people or players that could fit that position, he ends up going out and getting two relievers. One of them, by the way, is from the Texas Rangers, which was recently DFA'd if I'm not mistaken, Spencer Howard, and the other one is from the White Sox, who are selling like crazy. And of all the people they could have gotten from the White Sox, they get a reliever when they have one of the best pens in all of the league. It really does not make sense for Brian Cashman to do this. And on top of Brian Cashman saying that, he decided to go on the press conference and say this.
How would you define this team's direction for the rest of the season?
Obviously, we're in it to win it. So we stayed the course because of that. Obviously we've got Nestor coming back as well as Loizaga soon, and we know that we have better baseball in us, although we haven't shown that and proven that.
Brian, there's no way you're being legit with me. Be 100% with all your fans here. I know you're saying this to save face and things like that, but be honest. The Yankees are not in it to win it. Right now, they're down 4-0 to the Rays in the 4th inning as I'm making this video. I don't see the Yankees doing anything well for the next foreseeable couple of weeks and even getting into that playoff contending spot once again. I think you should have let go of many people that have expiring contracts, for example Bader, but instead you decide to keep them because you think that you're close enough to get into contention, and yes, I guess they kind of are. They're 3.5 games as of today behind the last wildcard spot. Now, keep that in mind, last wildcard spot. They're currently 5th place in the AL East, and honestly, they don't seem like they're going to keep winning any games. I mean, some of the big hitters on their team are doing extremely poor. Rizzo's having one of the worst years of his career ever since his rookie season. Giancarlo Stanton is always injured. The trade at the time when he was traded for was really impactful. He was doing really well, but unfortunately age is starting to creep up on him, and it's been kind of awkward having to force him to play outfield or DH when honestly he should really just be DHing. But unfortunately having him be DHing just isn't working out because he's not hitting the ball. Giancarlo Stanton is a slugger. I think anyone can agree with me on that. He's a guy that you're supposed to put trust in the playoffs or in big games to get a hit. Instead, he's grounding out to second every other game or striking out and going 0 for 4 every other game. This has been the thing with the Yankees. This season, it seems like they've been punting it. And honestly, in my opinion, I think the Yankees just should have full sent it this trade deadline. Cashman should have sold as many things as he could, but unfortunately he thinks we're in it to win it. It makes no sense to me. This kind of reminds me of the Ellsbury situation. It just made no sense, and all the fans knew, but they wanted to stay stubborn and say, hey, we had some trades lined up, but it didn't work out, and unfortunately we're just stuck with what we have. Now, honestly, before I keep going, just please say... But before I keep going on my little rant, please let me know in the comment section down below how you guys are feeling. Yankees fans or fans of baseball? Did you guys expect the Yankees to make some deals? What did you guys have in mind? I'm genuinely curious. But besides that, Cashman made that statement, we're in it to win it, speaking of Jonathan Loizaga and of course Nestor Cortez, and he hopes that with those two pieces the Yankees could contend for a playoff picture, because of course they have pitchers like Garrett Cole, and of course you have Carlos Rodon, which you signed in the offseason, and a ton of names that when they're doing well, they're doing extremely well. And I think Garrett Cole is a big factor in that. You're wasting his Cy Young potential winning year right now. You guys did nothing at the trade deadline and decided to be cautious. Michael Kay said it on broadcast perfectly. He stated, if you're being cautious around the deadline, you're going to end up being second place. I think this is a perfect way to summarize Cashman's kind of ideals of this season. Hal Steinbrenner went out and said in December something 2022, he said, we are not done yet. And what have they done this season? They got Willie Calhoun, They got the 2 trades right now, and they signed one more person, which was like a no-name type of guy. Unfortunately, they have done nothing this season, and I could understand why a lot of Yankees fans might want to support a different team for the rest of the season, or kind of give up and look forward to 2024. I think the Yankees right now, the best way to go about it is to call up their prospects. Call up Jason Dominguez. Call up someone like Oswald Peraza, who should be playing every single day right now. You have so many people in that prospect pool that you could have been playing right now, but are deciding not to because you have useless names on your roster right now that honestly don't make a lot of sense. I mean, dude, we don't even have to go into it even further, breaking down their whole 40-man, but let's be honest, why the heck is the best player on the team right now Aaron Judge in IKF? IKF is a guy that, yes, I'm very happy he's doing extremely well. I've always wanted him to do well, but last year people were begging for him to get DFA, traded, and unfortunately now he's putting up same numbers he did last season and is the best person on their team right now. Last season, I think he was probably like 6th or something best player on the team. Right now, all the people in front of him are doing extremely worse, and IKF is still putting up numbers he did last season this season, and now they are a bit better in terms of looking at the numbers and things like that. But still, you really got to put things into perspective. I think Cashman completely bombed this trade deadline, and honestly, I just wanted to make a video on it because him saying we're in it to win it just feels like bullcrap. And honestly, I feel like a lot of New York media or just fans of baseball will really agree with me if you're really following the Yankees and Brian Cashman. I think, like I said, I think something should happen in the front office. Nothing's going to happen, unfortunately. The Yankees right now are too scared to make any moves, as you could tell at this trade deadline. I think this is kind of a failure on the franchise and the front office part, but also, I guess I could understand it. Now, unfortunately, you've been going on record saying you need a catcher to play every day. You need a left fielder to play every day. But now you're saying, oh, we have all the pieces we need right now in our lineup already. And I personally think there's something wrong with that. That should not be a thing you should be saying for months and months, and then now all of a sudden it's like, oh, we have everything already. I know he's saying that because they probably wanted to get Cody Bellinger, but unfortunately the Cubs got super hot. They probably wanted to go try out and get Juan Soto because he was supposedly supposed to be available, but the Padres got hot. And what did the Yankees do? They continued to fail, and they dropped all the way to 5th place in the AL East. I think this Yankees team just needs a refresher next season. I think you can go out and get some people in free agency, but honestly, just make some trades. Let the prospects play the rest of the season. Honestly, if the Yankees go on a 10-game losing streak or they go like 2-8 in their next 10 games, I think you just fully punt the season, let the young players play. And honestly, yesterday with that whole Joey Brito thing, or whatever his name is, Johnny Brito, sorry, your name's not Joey, please forgive me, but him having to showcase that he is going to be a person people want at the deadline, and then punting in the first inning, going like being down 4 runs or something yesterday, July 31st or whatever, it was despicable. And they said it was a Herman injury with his armpit. That's a whole nother thing, but now I'm just ranting. Let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel. Thank you guys for watching. Made it this far. Yankees fans, man, I'm sorry, I'm feeling it with you, but I'm glad I cover multiple teams on this channel. If you guys do like this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe. I also cover a bunch of MLB teams, so if you did enjoy this, have a great day or night when you're watching this. Have a good one. Bye.